This guy owes me his stack. We're playing 1-2 and the £5 straddle is on. It folds to the villain and he calls the £5. And I look down at pocket aces. It folds to me and we raise it to £20. The big blind and the straddle both fold and the villain makes the call. The flop comes 9-9-6 rainbow, and as the aggressor, I c-bet £15 into £47. This guy now grabs a bunch of red chips and just throws them aimlessly into the middle, and he raises to £35. This is when alarm bells start going off, as typically people in these games are a lot more skewed towards value when they raise, and I think a 9 is the most obvious card that he might have. But still, my hand is very strong, so of course I make the call. The turn is now the 10 of diamonds, bringing in the straight, if he happened to be bluffing that on the flop. I check to him and he bets 35 again. This seems like a very weird size for a 9 or a straight to bet here. I feel like he's just clicking buttons, and so I make the call. The river is the jack of diamonds, and I'm feeling very uncomfortable with my aces. I check again and he bets £70. This bet is pretty small given the size of the pot, but people at this stake rarely barrel 3 streets without some sort of value. He also limp called pre, so I'm really struggling to put him on any sort of range. It's playing through my mind as my aces start to feel like a bluff catcher, but I ultimately think that if he did have a 9 or a straight, then I imagine that he'd want to get more money in the middle. I also beat Jack 10 if he was raising the back door on the flop and picked up some value on the turn and river. So in the end, I make the call. And this guy shows Ace King suited. He limped called pre with Ace King suited. How did I not get all the money in pre-flop? I then witnessed him jam Jack 8 offsuit pre later in the night. And now I feel like this guy just owes me his stack. Still, I'm happy to win the pot and rake in a nice profit. If you like this video, make sure you follow along for more poker content.